What's happening, my little face bozos? Get tweet twerking, because we've had enough snap for 1 week. #base. Now, it's generally accepted that Comrade Corbyn is facing the electoral uphill struggle of a lifetime. One recent poll puts Labour 24 points behind the Tories. But Jez is no stranger to long odds. After all, nobody thought he'd be Labour leader, including himself. But the polls can't be ignored. They are the peak of political science, reliable, solid, rarely wrong. Just ask David Cameron or Hillary Clinton. Here's Gyles Brandreth with his roundup of the political week.
Westminster has been rocked to the core. News of a shock contest. A battle so exciting, it's torn the space-time continuum. The whole country is agog. The contest is on. Who will be chosen as the new Doctor Who? What? An election? Another one?
I have just chaired a meeting of the Cabinet where we agreed that the government should call a general election to be held on the 8th of June. It will be a choice between strong and stable leadership in the national interest, with me as your Prime Minister, or weak and unstable coalition government led by Jeremy Corbyn, propped up by the Liberal Democrats who want to reopen the divisions of the referendum, and Nicola Sturgeon and the SNP.
Hang on, I'm a Time Lord. I can jump forward to when the whole thing's over. I knew we shouldn't have let Michael loose with the sonic screwdriver. No one saw the PM's move coming, least of all the Labour Party. But Jeremy Corbyn was ready.
I welcome the opportunity for us to put the case to the people of Britain to stand up against this government and its failed economic agenda, which has left our NHS in problems, which has left our schools underfunded, which has left so many people uncertain. We want to put a case out there for the people of Britain of a society that cares for all.
With Labour trailing 20% in the polls, Jeremy Corbyn has quite a job on his hands, not least with convincing some of his own party.
But I will not countenance ever voting to make Jeremy Corbyn Britain's Prime Minister. I cannot countenance endorsing him for a role which I think even he, although he may say differently in front of the cameras, does not think he is fit to carry out.
The rest of the opposition sounded more up for the fight. Hello, chaps!
Well, it's an opportunity for the people of this country to change the direction of this country, to decide that they do not want a hard Brexit, they want to keep Britain in the single market, and indeed it's an opportunity for us to have a decent, strong opposition in this country that we desperately need.
Things can happen very, very quickly, and there can be seismic changes very, very rapidly, and we are already polling more highly than we were at the time of the 2015 general election.
Clearly she sees the opportunity, given the total disarray in the ranks of the Labour Party, to crush all opposition to her, to get rid of people that disagree with her, and to give herself a free hand to take the country in the increasingly right-wing direction that she wants to take it in. I relish the prospect of getting out there, standing up for Scotland's interests and values, standing up for Scotland's voice being heard.
Logical, cool, calculating, stripped of all emotion, hell-bent on destroying her enemies.
Brexit means Brexit. Britain is leaving the European Union. There can be no turning back. Brexit means Brexit.
Oh no, it's Cyber May!
I have set out the divisions that have become clear on this issue. They can and will be used against us, weakening our hand in the negotiations to come, and we must not let that happen. And that's why it's the right and responsible thing for all of us here today to vote for a general election.
The Commons passed the PM's bill resoundingly. Just 13 MPs voted against. With opposition like that, Mrs May really does need a mandate to govern.
The ayes to the right,
522. The noes to the left, 13.
Fighting an election was just one job too many for George Osborne. He'll be standing down.
Aww.
But don't worry, Osborne fans. The former Chancellor and Tory election strategist will, he promises, be putting his oar in from the comfort of the London Evening Standard. Provided he remembers those copy deadlines, of course.
Our country's got some big decisions to make now about the kind of Britain we want to be. And those values of openness, tolerance, diversity, enterprise, they're the values that I hold dear. They're ones I fought for in government as Chancellor, fought for in Parliament as the MP for Tatton. And now I'm going to fight for them in that editor's chair at the Evening Standard.
The PM, that apparently quiet vicar's daughter, has shown her hand, and it turns out to be an iron fist in a steel glove. No opportunity will be given to doubters, no quarter given to the opposition, and definitely no silly TV debates.
If the Prime Minister is so confident that her hard Brexit, pro-austerity, anti-immigration case is right, then she should debate it with opposition leaders during the campaign. We look forward to the straight fight between the SNP and the Tories. Can the Prime Minister tell the people why she's running scared of a televised debate with Nicola Sturgeon?
Ah, when I say run, run!
Election debate. Election debate. Election debate.
And thanks to the Who shop in Upton Park, East London, who loaned Gyles their TARDIS and then set the Dalek on him. He probably deserved it. With me now is the lovely Miranda Green.